Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Surface. My name is Yachov ben Israel, and I'm the elder priest of the Culture Center of the New Covenant Congregation of Israel. You know, when you look up on the earth today, especially in America, and see the things that's happening in America, we can see that because of economics, that America is losing her power all over the earth. I know a few years ago, you could, when you looked on the money market, the European currency that they call the euro couldn't buy $1. Now it costs $1.56 to buy €1. America is losing her power. She's slipping all around the world. But the reason for that is because of this so-called rename Negro here in America. Yahweh told us that we be in this captivity for 400 years. And our 400 years is coming very swiftly to an end. And this is why when you look up at our people, as a people, we really aren't doing anything together as a people. And just like Yahweh told us, while we're in this captivity, we wasn't going to have any king, any prince of our own, no holy things of our own, and that all the nations on the earth was going to get high above us, and we was going to become the tail for a 400-year period of this slavery and captivity that our people were brought over here in. But like when you look and read the Bible, you find out that all the nations that has had our people as their slaves were the most powerful nation upon the earth. In 606 BC was the Babylonian Empire. In 539 with the Arabs. In 539 BC, this was when the Russians and the Iranians, or the Medes and the Persians came in and destroyed our people. And then in 333, Alexander the Great came in and destroyed our people. Then in 62, Julius Caesar and the Romans came in and destroyed our people. And when you get back into the New Testament, after the Messiah came, if you read the words of Josephus, you'll find out that the people, when our people were destroyed in Jerusalem, we were sold to the Ethiopians to work in the salt mines, and the Ethiopians in turn sold us to the British, Spanish, Portuguese, and Dutch for slaves here in America. But like I said, the slavery was going to be for 400 years, and right now we're at the tail end of our captivity in this country. It couldn't last forever. All of the nations that has touched us and had us as their slaves has eventually fallen. But let me read something to you out of the Holy Scriptures that the prophet Isaiah had to say concerning the things that's going to take place in America. Now, remember, when the Arabs came in and took over the earth was called the Babylonian Empire, according to the Bible, regardless of what man called it. So each empire that came in took over the Babylonian Empire. Well, when the Romans came in, that's what they took over the Babylonian Empire. And then the Gentiles, the Protestant Gentiles of America, broke with Europe and came over here, and those Christians set up a country of their own, and this is the reason why people are celebrating what they call the Independence Day, because they won their independence from Europe. But then when you look right at that, it was only the Gentiles that got independence. At that time, they had the Indians on lockdown in reservations all over the Midwest, and they had our people on lockdown and on plantations all over the South. So the only people that really obtained independence was the rulers and the Euro Gentiles that came up here, the Masonic order and the various clans that came over here that that murdered off the Indians and took their country and went and got them some slaves and recorded the worst slavery in the pages of history. The same Christians that Christianized us and we go to church with today. But let me read something to you that Yahweh had to say concerning America, which is the daughter of Babylon. This is in Isaiah chapter 47. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Europe. Sit on the ground. There's no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees. For you shall no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover your locks. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Your nakedness shall be uncovered. Yes, your shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet you as a man. Well, America's shame is the fact that who they have over here as their servants. And truly, when you look around and look at the many people that's walking around here today, especially our female, they are walking around mostly naked. And so America's, like Yahweh told our people in Isaiah chapter 3, that he was going to discover our nakedness, and that's just what he's done. But the shame of America is who she had over here, her slaves, and how she's treated us for the last 400 years. Isaiah 47 and verse 4. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit you silent, get you into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for you shall no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was angry with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into your hand. You did show them no mercy. Upon the ancient have you very heavily laid your yoke. And you said, I shall be a lady forever, so that you did not lay these things to your heart, neither did remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, you that are given to pleasures, that dwell carelessly, that say in your heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Well, America is called the hammer of the whole earth. America is the powerhouse of the whole earth. And when you go back into history and see where the three tribes of Israel, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, were as captives, they were the most powerful nation on the earth, but at the time of our deliverance, those kingdoms crumbled and fell. Verse 9. But these two things shall come upon you in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon you in their perfection for the multitude of your sorceries and for the great abundance of your enchantments. For you have trusted in your wickedness. You said, don't nobody see me. Your wisdom and your knowledge has perverted you. And you have said in your heart, I am, and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon you. You shall not know from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon you, and you shall not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which you shall not know. Now, according to the scriptures, according to the prophet Jeremiah, Russia is going to destroy America in 1 hour and in 1 day. And we have to be out of here when that takes place. But Yahweh has already got our deliverance set up, and it's written in the pages of the prophets. But when you go to church, these Christians don't read these things to you, because truly they are our enemies that have us in captivity. And now we want to be just like them. Verse 12. Stand now with your enchantments and with the multitude of your sorceries wherein you have labored from your youth. If so be, you shall be able to profit. If so be, you mayest prevail. You are wearied in the multitude of your counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save you from the things that shall come upon you. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, and they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall it be unto thee with whom you have labored even your merchants from your youth. They shall wander everyone to his own quarter, and none shall save them. See, you have to understand what's going on. There's a new world order that's being set in place, and the most powerful currency coming on the market today is the euro. So we can very well see that Europe, is the Holy Roman Empire that fell in 476 AD, is coming back again, alive again today. This is the beast of Revelation 13 with the 7 heads.